Hi, we're the Ohio guys here on location at Anime Midwest in Chicago, Illinois. Today we have Mr. David Matranga with us. How you doing, David?
I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. It's a great con so far.
Having fun so far?
Yeah, man. It's a lot of people here, and it's a great venue too. You know, there's still, even though there's a lot of people, there's a good amount of space. You know, everybody's got their own place to be, but
not too hectic.
Not too hectic. Yeah, and the fans are great. I mean, they always are. You know?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's jump right into this.
All right, sure.
What was it like working on F, A Tale of Melodies?
You know, and I've said this before with you guys, I tend to get cast in like one of three ways. I get either the sensitive, introspective guy, or I get the kind of laid back, cool dude who like maybe the girls like. Or lately I've been playing, you know, some of the hero guys like Harlock and the Appleseed stuff. You know, it's always good to work on an anime where they really tackle like some heavy issues, and like this one was cool to work on because it had a balance of like there was some abuse stuff that happened, but they also it didn't stay heavy, you know what I mean? So, and it was handled in a really in a sensitive way, I feel like. And so the great thing about being able to do anime is that the stories are always, you know, they don't shy away from like difficult stuff to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I think it's one of the few art forms that really does that. You know, that stays in an uncomfortable place if need be, or that will face something. So that was what was awesome about working on that. You know, it's always good to be able to contribute to a story where, like, especially stuff where, you know, that people keep secret, that can be, you can shine the light on that stuff. So yeah, and I love both of those. You know, they were just they're beautiful to work on from an animation perspective as well.
Oh yeah,
so,
they're gorgeous.
Yeah, so and that's always like that just really helps your performance. Anytime the anime or the animation is beautiful, or the sound is great, or whatever it is, that just helps you really dive into it. Yeah.
Speaking of Appleseed, how was it working on Appleseed Alpha?
It was great, man. You know, I started with Appleseed Ex Machina, and then we went back and re-recorded the first feature, just at the Appleseed feature. So I've been with that character for a long time now, and the cool part about Alpha was that, you know, when you're voicing a character, you're trying to figure out how to match your voice to the quality of the character and what they're going through, and also, but physically what they look like. So, you know, Briario's being this cyborg, you know, he's so stoic and you can't really tell what's going on, you know, internally. And so I had to figure out how to do that, you know, with his love for Doonin and all that. But then Alpha was cool because I got to do the motion capture work for that. So we were in Tokyo, you know, I'm in the suits. They had like sponges underneath my arms to make my like stance bigger, you know? Yeah. And it was cool to like put my physicality to a character that I had played already, you know, in 2 features and then in the series. So that was an interesting challenge, kind of like a reverse challenge, you know? So it was a ton of fun. I love that character. I would do as many of those as they make, you know what I mean?
I'm sure it was a blast going to Japan too.
Oh yeah, that was the 3rd time I had been there too when we did Alpha, and it's such a great city. I mean, Tokyo being a great city. And I got to go to some other surrounding cities this past time, to a tattoo shop and like just cool stuff, yeah.
I'm sure it was awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool.
What was it like working on Watamote?
Oh man, Watamote is awesome. First off, Emily Neves is a great director. She's a great writer, and a great voice actress. I mean, she's, you know, she can do anything really. And she was awesome in that. Just working with her, I think that was the first time I worked with her as a director. And then we worked again on Maid-sama too. But it was fun to be that, you know, annoyed brother, and like Monica was so amazing. You know, she's crazy quirky in that show.
Oh yeah.
And just all over the place. I don't know how they fit everything that she was doing to the flaps and stuff, but it was a ton of fun, man. I mean, anytime you get to like play with really, really talented people like that, it's a blast.
Definitely an interesting show.
Yeah, definitely.
What was it like working on Orphan?
Oh, Orphan is the first anime I ever did. So
Going way back.
way back, and 50 episodes in the first series. That was back when it took us like a year to do that. And then we did Orphans Revenge, which was the second season. It was awesome, man. I mean, that was my first thing. It was I booked that through my agent. I had no idea what I was doing. I mean, I knew I was an actor, but I hadn't done any anime voice acting before. And it was really like, it has a special place for me because it was the first thing that I ever did. It really taught me a lot about what it was to do anime. Stephen Foster taught me a lot doing that show. He really helped me figure out how to take what I knew to do as an actor to more of a cartoon level, and especially, Orphan and who he is, and being a master sorceress, so yeah, I love that show, man. It will always and I always get really excited when fans bring like the box covers.
I can imagine so.
Of that, because I'm like, I can't believe this is still out there, So yeah, it's a blast.
What was it like working on Kids on a Slope?
Kids on the Slope it's another one of those ones. It's similar to like Wolf Children and 5 centimeters per second and these beautifully animated. That's what I mean. That's how it's similar. Beautifully animated. And that's one of those characters that is, again, like laid back, cool guy, loves jazz, like, those are a lot of fun because you get to just, in the booth, when you're doing different characters, you've got to take on the essence of who they are and the tone of who they are, and when it's a chill, someone like that, you just get to relax and have fun, But again, that's another one where the animation just helps you so much. It's so beautiful.
Oh yeah.
And it's a ton of fun to work on. I mean, anytime I get to go into a booth and do voices, and I mean, it's a dream, It's awesome. So.
Do you have anything new coming out that you can talk about, or want to?
I don't know. I have a couple things that I've worked on recently that are coming out. I don't think I can talk about them, so I can't really say anything. But it's again, great work, good working with different people, and I've worked on a couple things up at Funimation recently too that'll be coming out. So yeah, just look for me.
We'll definitely be checking for you.
Yeah, cool.
Is there any way fans can contact you? Any social media?
Yeah, the biggest way is Twitter. That's where I'm more there, and I post more about anime and take pictures in the booth and stuff like that there. And that's at David Matranga 1. And also, I have an actor page on Facebook that I love when people go and like that. I try to post updates, a lot of photos on that as well. I don't really have a page where I friend people on Facebook, but those two places for sure. I'm really into Twitter right now, but so that's where I would encourage people to go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he's David. We're the Ohio guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.